Hillary here. The fun shows on KFWD, just fun TV.
She had the flu but wasn't given the treatment. Did a Tamiflu shortage cost this teen her life?
Plus, Dallas Mavericks star Dirk Nowitzki finally talks about his ex and her baby claim.
And pot plants growing along the levees?
Also, paid to wed. Tonight, new information in the life of accused terrorist Hossam Samadi, his wife, the agreement, and the desire to leave Texas.
This is News 8 Now in high definition.
Good evening, I'm John McKay.
And I'm Gloria Campos. You're watching the News 8 Update in HD.
5 days ago, Fort Worth 8th grader Chloe Lindsay came down with the fever. She went to the doctor on Friday. She had the flu. Well, yesterday she died. The 14-year-old didn't get Tamiflu at her doctor's visit. The reason? She wasn't considered high risk. Chris Haas tonight joins us live from Fort Worth with more on how the shortage is playing into the treatment. Chris?
It happened so fast. Those are the words that Chloe Lindsay's mother can't stop repeating. She tells us she did everything the medical professionals told her to do. So why, she wonders, is her daughter dead? It started Wednesday night with just a touch of fever. By Friday, Tammy Osborne says a Fort Worth doctor's office visit confirmed her 14-year-old daughter had the flu, possibly swine flu. But Chloe went home without Tamiflu, the medication that can ease the flu's severity.
They were advised by the CDC to not give Tamiflu to people who are normally healthy, and so they wouldn't treat her.
Chloe's fever got worse. Her mother says she called the doctor's after-hours line Friday night and was told to keep watching her.
Saturday, she felt really bad and she couldn't eat or drink or take the medicine.
Chloe kept getting worse.
So she took a deep breath. It wasn't very deep, and I could hear crackling in there. And I said, that's it. I'm going to the hospital.
By sunrise Sunday, Chloe was at Cook Children's Medical Center.
Everybody just looked at her and just started running around like crazy.
By sunset, Chloe Lindsay was gone.
And I was scared for them to put her to sleep because I was afraid she would never wake up. And she didn't. She didn't.
Her mother doesn't blame her doctor, but questions the guidelines that originally ruled out Tamiflu for her daughter.
There's not enough Tamiflu around to give everyone Tamiflu.
Dr. Donald Murphy is the director of pediatric infectious diseases at Cook Children's Medical Center.
We want to do everything we can for every single kid every day, and it's very difficult when resources are stretched and we have to try to balance what's available.
Dr. Murphy confirms guidelines encourage doctors to reserve Tamiflu for the very old, very young, and people with other complicating medical problems. He says, however, that if your child has had the flu a couple of days and is not getting better, there are red flags you should look for, signs he may need to go to the hospital. They are high fever, difficulty breathing, and not being awake, alert, and active. Chloe's mother adds her own advice.
They just kept telling me it would get better, but it didn't. And I wish now that I might have listened to my instincts a little bit better.
Tarrant County Public Health tells us they may have the result from Chloe Lindsay's swine flu test by tomorrow. In Fort Worth, Chris Hawes, Channel 8 News.
Dallas County is seeing a growing number of flu cases. So far, 99 people with confirmed H1N1 have been hospitalized, 1 in 4 in the ICU. The number of those who have died remains at 4, 2 children, 2 adults. North Texas counties are facing a flu vaccine shortage as parents rush to get their kids required school shots. They're also opting for the flu vaccine. Dallas and Denton counties are quickly running through supplies. Collin County is already out. Coming up in the News 8 update in 8 minutes, is the swine flu vaccine safe? How can health officials be sure? We'll have that story in just a moment.
Accused terrorist Hossam Samadi was a man of secrets. Well, tonight those secrets are unraveling. In 2007, Samadi left Jordan, moved to Santa Clara, California with his younger brother. But in April of 2008, something or someone brought Samadi to North Texas and the tiny town of Italy. Samadi married a woman he worked with in June of last year. At 6, we spoke exclusively to Rosalinda Duron's grandfather, who said Samadi paid her to wed.
Federal agents believe Samadi led a double life. To friends, he's an outgoing, fun teenager, but to FBI agents, he's a man on a mission of jihad. His alleged target, Fountain Place in downtown Dallas. Tonight, new secrets of Samadi. Channel 8's Jason Whiteley joins us live in Waxahachie with what we have learned about his wife. Jason.
Gloria, right now we've spent the day trying to find out more about this young man. What may be most interesting is that he is said to have paid a young Waxahachie woman to marry him, a woman who has so far proved elusive in this high-profile case. This 20-year-old Waxahachie woman adds the latest twist in an already unusual story. She is Rosalinda Duran, the wife of accused terrorist Osama Samadi. That revelation, though, wasn't as surprising as what her grandfather said motivated their marriage.
He offered her $5,000 to marry him, and she said no. And she said, give me $10,000.
Rosalinda's father forbade the wedding. Samadi's own friends didn't even know about it. But Ellis County records reveal it happened anyway. July 16, 2008. At a Justice of the Peace's office in Midlothian. Samadi and Duran worked together at a Shell station and barbecue restaurant off I-35 in Italy. The two are pictured together on Rosalinda's MySpace page. Last Thursday, FBI agents swooped in and arrested the 19-year-old Samadi, accusing the young Jordanian of plotting to bomb the 60-story Fountain Place Tower in downtown Dallas. What Duran might have known, if anything, is uncertain. The two had reportedly separated. Her grandfather, though, says he is all but certain why Samadi would want a wife.
So he could get papers, get papers from here, be legal from here. That's what I think.
Samadi is now locked up in a federal detention center. His wife's whereabouts are less certain. She is believed to be living with family here in Waxahachie. Rosalinda faces no trouble, but could likely reveal new information about what feds say was her husband's secret life, even if theirs was a marriage only motivated by money. Right now, Jerry Duran says his granddaughter moves around quite a bit, and he isn't quite sure where she is right now. Samadi has a court date in federal court in downtown Dallas later this week, and though they have actually separated, there is no indication that Rosalinda Duran and Osama Samadi have actually divorced. Reporting live in Waxahachie, Jason Whiteley, Channel 8 News.
Osama Samadi's former roommate spoke with News 8 last night. He described him as lonely, even saying Osama Samadi talked about committing suicide.
He was starting to become suicidal, and me and him talked for a good long 4 hours about this, and then at the end of it, he promised me he wouldn't do anything.
Joshua Childress also said Samadi spoke about going back to Jordan, saying that he was not happy in Texas.
You can read and watch all of our stories on the alleged terror plot online at WFAA.com.
Well, Dallas Cowboys in the national spotlight again, but not as many fans in Arlington to see the team play. Only about 10,000 party passes sold for tonight's game. That's about a third of what was sold last week. After an overcrowded home opener, the city fire department in Arlington asked the Cowboys to limit the party passes. Although the team said it would work with the department, it did not commit to a certain number. Guinness World Records attended tonight's game at Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Cowboys high-definition video boards are certified now, the largest in the world. Guinness World Records does certify that tonight. Businesses at Lincoln Square seeing dollar signs. The shopping center offers free parking to Cowboys fans who spend $40 in any of its stores or restaurants. During a down economy, it was an idea to generate some revenue, and business owners tell News 8 it is working. Lincoln Square is located less than a mile from the stadium.
A daycare is under investigation after one of its employees flipped a van full of children. It happened this afternoon in Grand Prairie. Police say 20-year-old Carissa Acosta weaved around a car, stopped at a red light, and was broadsided by an SUV. Acosta does not have a license. The van, designed to hold 15 passengers, was carrying 22. All of the children are okay. A Mavs player faces the media after a summer full of scandal. Dirk Nowitzki's ex-fiancée was arrested at his North Dallas mansion back in May. Then Krista Taylor claimed she was pregnant. Recent tests revealed she is not.
With the kid, it would have been a tough situation to handle, but I'm sure I would have made it somehow. But now this way, I think it's the best for everybody involved, and looking looking forward to move on and finally concentrating on basketball again.
Nowitzki says he's lost weight and is in good physical shape for the court, and he's better mentally after skipping summer basketball and just spending time with family.
Drivers in Collin County will have a new way to get around tomorrow. Another section of the Sam Rayburn Tollway from Custer Road to Hardin Boulevard will open. Crews plan to open southbound lanes just before morning rush hour. Northbound lanes, that'll be about midday. A high-tech merger this Monday. Xerox has agreed to buy Dallas-based Affiliated Computer Services for $6.4 billion. That's in cash and stock. The move combines Xerox's copiers and printers with the business outsourcing of ACS. That Xerox deal was one of a couple of large mergers boosting Wall Street today. The Dow jumped 124 points to close at 9,789.
Tomorrow morning on Daybreak, social networking is becoming commonplace, but who do you think is the largest group jumping in online? The answer might surprise you. We break it down on News 8 Daybreak starting at 5 a.m. A Dallas police officer shoots and kills a man who was holding a cell phone. It happened last night. Police say they got a call that someone was firing a gun at a house on Ivandale Avenue. Investigators say Abel Martinez appeared to point a gun at Officer Paul Ford and refused to put down the object. So Officer Ford fired, and that object was a cell phone.
Are flu shots safe? Concerns that the H1N1 vaccine hasn't been tested enough before being used.
Plus $7 million worth of Mary Jane, where police found these illegal plants.
And more lighting, less loitering. Is it enough to keep criminals away from car washes?
Well, we do have a couple of quiet weather days coming up in the forecast, and then it turns kind of noisy. Your forecast just ahead.
This portion of the News 8 update is brought to you by Clay Cooley. What are you waiting for? It's a great day to come see Clay. Clay Cooley Buick, Pontiac, and GMC. Right off the I-20 freeway at Wheatland Road.